Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is open up Rhino. And we're trying to make it so that when you draw your contours in Rhino, like this, let's say this is like a 748 contour that you're drawing. We're trying to make it so that you can just click on the contour in the top, draw it in the top view, and then click on it in one of these vertical views. Click on the arrow on the gumball, and then type the contour level, like 648, and so that it goes exactly to the contour it's supposed to go at, or to the level that it's supposed to go at. So you'll see right now, we're going to actually open up, you don't have to say that, we're going to open up the one of the DWG files that we were working on in the past few weeks. You need to locate that to wherever you saved it. It's the same files that you were using in AutoCAD. It's the same DWG file. So if you don't see it in the area where you saved it to, it's probably because you have it set to just Rhino 3D and models. So make sure you click on this little box down here and scroll all the way down to supported files, and then you'll see it somewhere. And I'm just going to use the master plan, but you can use any of them that we've been working on. So I'm just going to click on the master plan. It's probably helpful if you have one of them that have the labels of the contours too. So open that one. When you open it, it's going to prompt you with the import options. Make sure you have model units set to feet and layout units set to inches. And then every other parameter should be set to default. If it doesn't look like this, just change it so that it looks like this. And just click OK. It's going to take a second. It's fine. First thing I'm going to do is show all, so I can see all the layers that were turned off in AutoCAD. Make sure you also have every layer unlocked, especially your contour layers, because that's what we're going to be working with. I'm going to delete this picture because we don't need that anymore. That was for the trees. So the reason you can't just like draw a contour right now is because, and make it go up to the level you want it to, is because the first of all, the contours are not at the correct scale and they're not at the correct elevation. So like if you wanted to go to 748 again, you click enter, it's right there. And also the distance between each contour is actually 2.495. So if I draw a line from here and I go down 2.495, shift to go with that, and then click to go enter. Sorry, redo that. 2.495, enter, shift, and then left click. You'll see that I just check the length. Yeah, it's a distance of 2.495, and we want the contours to be at a distance of 1 foot. And you'll also see if we put a point on one of these contours, if we check the Y or Z coordinate, and just type in what and click enter, you'll see that the Z coordinate is at 47.402. So it's definitely not at the correct elevation we want it at. So we're just going to scale just the Z value on the Z dimension. To do that, click one of these vertical views. You'll know it's a vertical view if it has a Z line down here and a X line going horizontally. So just open up one of those, and I'm going to open up the front view. And I'm going to use points. You can use lines too if you want, but I'm going to use points. And I'm just going to go somewhere and click it off away from the model. So I'm going to do it over here on the left. So I'm going to click right here. I'm going to zoom into that point, type CSA. And then I'm going to type copy. Type an I for in place, so it copies it in place, and click enter. And then there should be 2 points there, and then I'm just going to repeat that command so I have 3 points. So I'm just going to click space or right click to repeat the command, and then just type in I again. So now there should be 3 points when I click on this. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to move 2 of those points so we can scale it correctly. Just click the first one. You should have this green arrow on the gumball. Make sure it's the top arrow. Left click that. And then type -1, click enter. All right. Making sure that's right. Okay, I was in the wrong view. Okay, so, and then click it again. Here, I'll redo that because it didn't show it well. Type -1 and click enter, then click it again. There should be 2 of them. And for the second one, you'll type -1 divided by 2.495. Click enter. Now you're going to use this to scale the z dimension, and you're going to make this a little bigger so you guys can see how it changes. Here. So type cell layer, so we can just select all the contour layers. It should open up this little node here, and you're going to left click contour underscore 1 foot, and then you're going to hold control and then hit contour 10 feet to select both of them. And so make sure they're both highlighted blue and click OK, and that'll select all of the contours. And then you're going to type scale 1D. Make sure it says scale 1D, not just scale or scale 2D. Make sure it says scale 1D. Click enter. And then you're going to go to that very top point that you drew or that you plotted. Left click it, and then go to the bottom point. Left click it, and then you're going to pull it up to that middle point, and then left click it. And so now the contours should all be actually at 1 foot between each other. So they all should be accurate 1 foot contours now. So if I draw a line, if I go to front view, draw a line, I'll click on this one, type 1, enter, and then just hold shift to do it orthogonally, and type length. Yeah, you'll see that it is at 1 foot now. So now they're ready to go at their actual sea level elevations. And to do that, you're just going to go into top view. And I'm going to turn off, because I don't know how to mess with the draw order on here, like in AutoCAD, because all the red ones are covered by the green 1 foot contours. So I'm just going to turn off the green contours. And I'm going to locate one of the contours that I know. So I'll just do, for this one, I'll just do 740. I'm going to plot a point on 740. Click on that one and type in what. And then it's going to give me all of the x, y, and z value of that point. And we're actually just looking at this final value, which is the z value. And you can actually just copy that. Just Control C. And then we're going to subtract that z value from 740 on the calculator, if I can find it. So 740 minus, and then Control V, and click enter. And then just copy whatever value you get. Control A, and probably just do it, and then Control C. And then now, make sure you turn on the contour 1 foots again. I'm going to select, you don't have to select everything, but I am going to select everything. You could just select the contours if you want. So I'm just going to stay in the top view and just drag a box and select everything. And then I'm going to go in one of the vertical views, like the front view. And then I'm going to click this arrow, the top arrow, the one facing up. And then I'm just going to Control V that value that I got, click enter. Now, when I go to that point and I type what, it should say 740 for the z value. And yeah. So now all the lines are actually at their accurate sea level. So when you draw them, you don't actually have to like bring each individual one up like we did in John Clark's class. You can actually just draw them out. If you wanted to take off ortho, that's probably what I would do. Or take off the snaps in ortho. You can leave ortho on when you're selecting the line originally. So, I mean, sorry, not ortho, snap. So if you wanted to draw a new 740 contour, you can have near on and just click somewhere, and then I'd turn it off. Draw your contour. We're going to snap again. And I'm going to just project this to the C-plane so the value is at 0. So it should be at 0. And then if I wanted this to go directly to 740 for the new contour, I just type up 740. And then it should be at the new 740 line. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So, thank you.